To the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. 7 catches, 76 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reed, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And Brooklyn first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
First down, Brooklyn.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now the first carry here for their running back. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run on first down. Reed.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, able to avoid him. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Pioneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
They'll start here with Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. It's Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heel.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pioneers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. In motion goes the tight end. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a gain of 10. And Brooklyn 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Defensively by now, You know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll drop to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down, Brooklyn.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him in. It's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. 2nd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a give. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense
Offside.
jumped.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples.
Still second
What I
down.
always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2nd and long.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. They're going to look to throw. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st down. Let's go now. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up third and goal.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Carter. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter. You're going. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reed, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Reed. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed because they gave up the field goal. But deep inside, somewhat satisfied as well, because you know how hard it is to keep people from scoring in this league. And the idea that you just gave up 3, yeah, your coaches will get on you. They'll say, we should have the